All right, let's have a quick look at LinkedIn. So LinkedIn is orientated towards working professionals. And this is a key thing to emphasize, right? So LinkedIn is like any other social media where it's not so much about the social part of social media, it's more about the professional part of social media. So it's still social in a way because it interacts people together. But often when we think about social, you're sharing things that you like or your hobbies or your interests, or you're building relationships with friends, people that you like. Whereas with LinkedIn, it's much more about professional. So the things that you share aren't really for your friends so much, it's more for your colleagues and your future prospective employers or business customers and things like that. So when you sign in for LinkedIn, users would add their qualifications and their work experience to their profiles. So something like Instagram, there's no way you're going to go on Instagram and add, I've got a business degree, and or you wouldn't upload your resume to LinkedIn. You do it a little bit for Facebook, but most people don't really put their whole work history on Facebook. It's just, I might be working here at this point of time or whatnot. But LinkedIn, that's the norm, right? So a lot of people put their professional credentials on there. And that's because many people search for jobs and new employment opportunities on LinkedIn. So whereas you might go for Facebook to share with family and friends, and Instagram to have a look at new cool pictures and stuff like that, LinkedIn, you're looking for jobs or work or business. Now the structure of the application is very similar to Facebook in the way that it's got a user feed and a side panel and sponsored content and stuff like that. So here's a screenshot of my LinkedIn page. You can see in here, it looks a bit like Facebook in the context, like this is the user feed, and you scroll through there. So LinkedIn was founded in 2003, so it's quite old, and is now owned by Microsoft. And Microsoft's a very big company, so when you got things like Microsoft Outlook and stuff, LinkedIn actually integrates with that. So when you click on people's email addresses, sometimes you can see, depends on the level of integration, you can see their LinkedIn profiles and stuff there as well. This networking site has over 900 million users, so it's pretty big. And the revenue in 2022, so last year, was $14 billion. So it's quite a niche social media application in regards to being professional, but it is still fairly popular. Now users can create company profiles that are separate from their personal profiles but actually linked together. And I've got one of mine here, so you can see one of the pages that I'm managing. I can log in as Kevin and then click on that, and then it'll sort of sign me out as Kevin and sign me in as this page here. So users can create company profiles that are separate from personal pages, but they are linked together. And these pages tend to rank well in search engines. So if you search for a business, often the search engine results page will include their LinkedIn page within that search results, right? Because usually when you're searching for a business, you want to know the information that they would have, which would be included on LinkedIn as well. All right. Now, many businesses advertise on LinkedIn to recruit new staff, and that impacts the nature of the marketing that you do on LinkedIn. So it's not a lot of consumer products that are getting on there. Now you think, well, recruiting new staff, is that a marketing thing? But more and more HR are getting marketing people to promote jobs. So it's not just the HR manager that's paying for recruiting things. They go, well, we need more people. We need to do better recruitment. So marketing get involved with that as well, because we specialise in making ads and doing this stuff. So it makes sense to get marketing people involved in that. The other thing is business to business advertising is massive on LinkedIn. So it's used a lot if you're looking for business customers. Something like Instagram or Facebook might not be appropriate. Twitter would probably be pretty good, because they're more like, Facebook's more family orientated. LinkedIn's the way to go. So advertising on LinkedIn includes sponsored content where you just do a post, and then you can sponsor it. Sponsored messaging, I think it's called LinkedIn messaging or something, in messages or something like that. Basically, users will just get a message pop up and go, hi, this is such and such from this company, we'd like to tell you our products. It's a little bit intrusive, and I think it's fairly expensive probably because of its intrusive nature, but it can be effective as well, all right? In the fact that if it's targeted correctly and people that actually want to receive that message get it, then there's, but you wouldn't want to be doing like reach stuff, so we try to get lots of people involved. You definitely don't want to be doing messages to all those people because it's just going to be, like we learned with email marketing, it's just going to have these negative consequences. You can get lead generation forms, similar to the web page stuff where people fill in their details and then you can follow them back, which is good for business to business. And then text and dynamic ads, which is this bit there where it links like the content, like video content and stuff within there together. So it's just a more advanced way of promoting your message on LinkedIn. Right, that's it for LinkedIn. We'll then look at Pinterest and YouTube.